Hi, my name's Alex. Going to go through a wine tasting with you. First, I'm going to show you really what you need to have to do it right. One is to be in a quiet setting. If you're going to be at a table at the sidewalk, cars going by, people going by, noise, you're going to be distracted and you'll not get the same results. Not at all. Here, what you need to have really is a nice glass, clear glass, white background. That's so when you tilt the wine to look for color, the white will give you the proper background. Have a pad to take notes. Have a glass of water, crackers and some bread to refresh your palate after a few samples. Keep your palate clean. The best time of day, oddly enough, is when your mouth and palate is fresh, and that's in the morning. But usually I do mine in the afternoon. So the other thing is to have a spittoon. That I know it's a shame to waste the wine, but if you're serious about the tasting, after you have swallowed a couple of glasses of maybe 2 ounces of wine, it begins to affect you and you won't get the same clear tastes. So if you're really serious about tasting and are really interested in the results, use the spittoon, spit it out, and pour yourself a fresh glass. You can easily do up to 6 different wines that way, but if you're tasting something like sweet sauternes, acidic Rieslings, something like that with a very distinct flavor, you'll want to clear your palate more frequently and you will find you can taste fewer wines. So let's start. That's a bottle we're tasting. I've already opened it. I happen to like this particular decanter. You see it has a floater on top. That means that as I pour, the floater sinks and keeps the air from touching the wine. I won't be losing the aromatics and the air won't be affecting the wine. So I pour myself just a little bit. Then I swirl the wine like this. Get the aromas going. Put my nose right down in the glass to get the aroma. If you need to, some wines you can put your hand over the top to concentrate it, swirl it again, and try again. The nose tires very quickly, so be kind to your nose, give it a break, give it a moment to refresh, and come back and try again. Nice. The other thing is, what will you smell? Red wines depends, but you'll get like red currants, berries, cherries, red cherries, black cherries. If it's a Cabernet Sauvignon, you may actually get a little taste of green pepper, believe it or not. So make a note of what you smell. The other thing, if you're testing with a group, you will find other people make comments. That's why you make notes. And somebody may bring up an aroma that you hadn't noticed. Usually there will be several aromas. And if there are several, the group is referred to as the bouquet of the wine. Okay? Now, tilt the glass so you thin out the wine toward the edges. Now this one, you can see that the red is clear right to the edge. So this is a wine in good shape. It's a 2005. It does have some age on it, so it's holding up very well. As the wine ages, the color will dim on this edge here, and you will also begin to see a little oxidation. The wine is still good, it's just aging, that's all. But it can go too far and then the wine is over the hill. So once you do that, you take your sip, and we rate the wine on one, the clarity of the wine, which is the color, is it in good shape or not? Then we check the aroma, what are the aromas? Then we go to the flavor, and I've already mentioned the different berries and things that you can, depending on the wine, you can get all kinds of, particularly if you go to the white wines, you'll begin to get grapefruit, citrus, other such aromas and smells and tastes. The other thing is the body and the feel, the flavor of the wine. When you put the wine in your mouth, when you take a sip, one thing that I like to do, maybe it's not polite, but I like to form my lips like a whistle and suck in the air, bubble it. It's an additional aeration of the wine to bring out the flavor. That's just me. If you don't like it, don't do it, but I like it. So when you get the flavors, you can also find that the wine, we refer to it, does it have a nice feel in your mouth, or is it watery? Some wines can be too tannic. What I mean by that is, if you take a wine and you should swirl it around your mouth, swirl it around your tongue. And to test for tannin, really, I like to push it up in front of my upper teeth. And you'll feel the tannin on the skin behind your upper lip. You really will if it's strong. If it is too strong, that's a fault. It's not a balanced wine. You want something that feels good in your mouth, that it's not watery, it's not heavy, that it feels just right. The balance is it too tannic? Is it too acidic? Is it out? Are the components not equal? Do they not blend together well? Do they not balance? Does something stand out and bring itself to your attention, which really, generally speaking, it shouldn't do? So the other thing is the aftertaste. Now, an everyday wine, you drink it, and pretty much once you've swallowed it, that's it. There's no lingering aftertaste. But a higher quality wine that the vintner has paid attention to will leave an aftertaste that can linger for a second or two, and it can be very pleasant. And that is a quality wine. So aftertaste is important. The other thing that we go for is the general impression. If you use a point scoring system, as we do in our wine club, you may find that it doesn't rate too highly, but we preserve a spot for our general impression. Maybe it didn't score high, but damn, it's just a nice wine. I'm enjoying it. This is a good wine. I'd be delighted to have it for lunch or for dinner and with you. So that is a very brief introduction to the tasting. The other thing to let you know is as you bring the wine into your mouth, it's the tip of your tongue, the tip, that gets the initial sweetness of the wine. The salt is just behind that area and on either side. The acid is on either side of your tongue as well. And the back of your tongue will give you the bitter taste. And there is bitter taste in wine. So it's that combination: sweet, salt, and bitter. There is the acid too. But that's it. Try to do a better one next time. Hope you enjoy this one. Thank you.